Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today's exciting. I just got done with my rabbit and chicken chores, and we get to go check on the pigs. Last night was their first night here. If you watched our unloading video or going to get them, you'll see it was pretty exciting, where we had one escape just as soon as we put him down in the pig pen. But we got him. It doesn't look like they slept in their house last night, but it does look like they're still sleeping. So let's see. They're all cuddled up. Oh my goodness, they're precious. Good morning. What on earth? Oh, now don't get into the fence, y'all. You don't want to start your morning off with a bang. They didn't get into their house at all. I came down here last night, probably around 10 o'clock to check on them, and they were all huddled outside, and I got some of their food and kind of led it in a path up to the house. But pigs don't have good vision at night at all, so if they weren't hungry and actively sniffing out that food, they wouldn't have seen it at all. And it's a little warmer today. I think it's supposed to get to 50. Goodness gracious, Christmas Eve is supposed to be 60. By the time y'all will be seeing this video, Christmas will already be past, but... Oh, got it. Which one of y'all got too close? Yeah, all 7 there. And if you've never been around livestock or used electric fence with livestock, I mean, it does hurt to get zapped. I got zapped twice the last round of pigs, and it's not fun. But pigs are extremely smart animals, and they'll get into it once or twice, and as soon as they learn where that perimeter is, they will stay away from it. It's a very effective way of keeping pigs in. The only reason we had the one get loose when unloading is because we had the electric fence off. We don't have the extension 100% finished, and I knew I didn't want the pigs fully rooting around in that area yet. That's why we did not use the gate up there to unload them. I was just handing them off to Papa Bear, and he was lifting them over the fence, so obviously we didn't want him to get shocked or the pigs to get shocked while we were putting them in. So we had it off, and they're back in that corner. I tell you what, you'd think that pig was 2 pounds the way it jumped right through those wires. But I'm gonna check up on them. It looks like they need a little bit of a fill up on their water. The de-icer that we got is thermogenically activated. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I read it on the box. It's only gonna kick on if it needs to, so that's good. And what Papa Bear did for me, because our water, and I'll take you up there, but our spigot's up by the greenhouse, and it's a pain in the butt carrying hoses down here, or not hoses, buckets. So we're gonna attempt this and hope that it doesn't bust anything, and it shouldn't the way he has it set up. We don't have any kind of nozzle on the end of the hose, and he's got the pipe here under the barn so that when I come up here and turn the water on, obviously it's gonna start coming right out the end of the hose, and we don't want it to flood the pig pen or anything like that. So he got it redirected, and then I'll just come back up here and turn it off when I'm done. It's not ideal, but it's better than having to tote a bucket all the way down there, because this path here under all these weeds and overgrown grass that we never got cut down, it's treacherous, y'all. It's not uncommon for me to roll my ankle 2 or 3 times a week, but I have a bad ankle, and I'm pretty sure it's just no bones in there anymore is what it feels like. I'll roll it and it'll hurt like the dickens. 5 minutes later, I'm walking fine. But it's just a matter of screwing this bad boy in. And we are planning, that's one big project for next year. Y'all are watching me do this and I'm not going to be able to get it. All right, I got it back on, but I knew that was going to happen. Gosh, really a pain. One of the big projects that we're going to do this summer is get a water line run down here, because I'm not going to fight that every single day while we have pigs. And of course, during the summertime, we don't have to unscrew that every single day. But they're still in sleepy mode. They wanted to curl right back up. But as soon as I get this all done, now I am going to turn... I'm so nervous to turn off the fence so soon after getting them, after yesterday. But I'm going to turn it off and get this water in there if it's coming out. And it's not. Get this over here just so I can... Water was on. Nothing's coming out. So that tells me something did freeze in the night. It didn't completely drain. This is mainly to show Papa Bear. He's still up there sleeping. So, looks like it's going to be a bucket, y'all. Because I'm not fighting it. Pain in the butt. I think if I get this bucket filled once, it'll fill that. Make sure it didn't... I can hear it. I can hear something in there, but whatever. That green hose is not a very good hose either. It's kinked. Not kinked. It was working fine last night, but clearly that's not the case for right now, so bucket it is. But yeah, this is super sketchy to walk through. I need to have Papa Bear just get down here with the weed eater. Get me a path. Yeah, it's coming. So we're gonna shut that off. Probably get wet, y'all. I want to get y'all wet. Oh. All right, I'm gonna bring you right back because I'm gonna say some choice words that are not good for this channel. All right, got my bucket filled up, headed back down. We're gonna have to find a different solution for that. If his idea is supposed to work, it might be as simple as just switching out this hose down here. I don't know. But, and because that ground is so uneven and I can't really see what I'm rolling over, getting my one of my carts to put the bucket in, it's not really gonna work either. It'll work, but it's kind of choose the lesser of two evils. I'd much rather tote a bucket down than pull a cart that's gonna get caught up in a hole and end up tipping and spilling my water. And okay, done complaining about that. I'm gonna unplug the fence just for a second so that I don't get water on the fence come up and zap me. Never had that happen, but I don't expect it would be pleasant. All right, and that pretty well filled it up. That one side is leaning a little bit. When I get in there, I'm probably going to see if I can get it a little bit more level. It doesn't make any difference for the de-icer, and it doesn't really make any difference for anything else except that it bugs me. But I'm gonna put a few cookies in my pocket here. I don't think, well, I know they're not gonna come up to me. They're not gonna let me get close to them. Not yet. But I figure my plan, and I want to let them get used to their environment and get comfortable with it. So I'm not going to be overly aggressive with trying to socialize with them yet. My main plan is just to come down here a couple times a day, 2-3 times a day, bring a few cookies, and then probably just go in here and sit on this food trough and just hang out, be quiet, maybe bring a book or my phone, play a game on my phone, just so that they can get used to my presence. And I have a suspicion it won't take long at all for one of them to get curious and come and sniff around me. All right, so the fence is on, so hopefully I don't. But yeah, you can see where they've already been rooting. I don't know where they're gonna decide to make their bathroom. The last round of pigs, the bathroom was over in this area. But what? I see you, Piggy Smalls. I was looking at clever pig names and puns and stuff, and that was one that I thought was really cute. And there's one over here that's, I think his name, well, her name, I think is gonna be Piggy Smalls. But this bottom feeder was pretty well, I mean, I had it filled pretty good yesterday, so they ate good. Yeah, sniff that food, go right on up into that house. Y'all are so sweet. So sweet. Yep, that's where they slept last night. That used to be a mud hole that the last round of pigs made, and they were all cuddled up there together. We might get some rain today. There's several chances here in the near future, in the next week or so. But they'll find it in there. Of course, I should have tried to level this out a little bit after or before I put water in it. But I don't know. I think that helped a little. I'm just happy that they're drinking. What? And with these, they can nudge this with their nose, snouts, and small amounts will fall down. What? I will let them figure that out, but here, just as they're getting used to the surroundings and getting comfortable, I will toss down feed for them. If you did not know yet, if Papa Bear hasn't told you, and if you haven't realized it, my animals are very spoiled. The first round of pigs we got, the 3 little girls, it's so funny because I was giving them corn. All right. They got all of our spoils. We had them at the perfect produce time, because anything extra that we had went straight to the pigs. And I had thrown in some ears of corn, or Papa Bear did, and I noticed they hadn't been shucked or anything, and the pigs wouldn't touch them. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I shucked it, tossed them the corn, they ate the corn. So that's what I continued to do whenever we had corn. And we never had an extreme amount of it or anything, but I tell you what, one of the days I tossed, I either came down or tossed in an unshucked corn, and one of the pigs starts eating it, starts shucking it himself or herself, you know, as pigs do. But this is the first time I had ever had pigs, y'all. And they would not touch the corn that was not shucked. I didn't realize they were just being lazy. And then they realized that they could get me to do that hard work for them. Yeah. It ended after that. They shucked their own corn. Hi, guys. Ladies. I'm not trying to spook you. Don't bark at me, dog. They are too cute. How they band together like that. I got food. Yeah, go around. Don't get into the fence. Don't get into the fence. Yeah. Here we go. I'm not trying to scare you. But see how I'd put... And you could tell they've not been in there. Well, did they get in there last night? No. That food would have been gone. But I'm just gonna sprinkle another little trail for them. It did take the last 4 pigs a little while. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 days before they really got into the house. And then once they did, they didn't want to come out. But they'll find it when it gets cold or starts raining. Or they just get curious, and all it'll take is one. One will go in and the rest will follow. Alright, I thought about bringing some more pumpkins down, but I've got enough over here, these, that I can bust up a little for them. But I'm just gonna sit here on the trough. I've got cookies in my pocket. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So I was like, how did I get my leg all wet? Y'all, it's early. I have had coffee today, but not much. I'm going to sit here for a little bit, and we'll see if they start to wander around or come over here with me. Y'all, they have turned their butts to me. They're just rooting peacefully and quietly, trying to ignore the fact that I'm in here with them. That's too stinking cute. And since I know they weren't going to come to me for the cookies, I don't know if you can see them in the doorway there, but I kind of put a few cookies in the doorway with their feed and broke a few up and put them inside there. So hopefully that'll help lure them into the house more. But they're too cute. The one on the end here that has the bigger white sweater, her name is Daisy. Like I said, the smallest one in there, I can't really point her out right now, is I think I'm going to call her Piggy Smalls. And I don't have names for the rest. If y'all can think of some clever names. We had Mario, Luigi, Red, and Stripey last time. And the 3 girls we had the first time were Peppa, Hambone, and oh my goodness, I can't remember the third one's name. Wow. Y'all are getting really close to that fence. Daisy keeps looking back here at me. Oh my goodness. Dog. Yeah, one of them, the one that escaped yesterday's name is Dog, because he sounds just like a dog. He barked at me in the truck when I was picking him up to pass him off to Papa Bear last night. Oh, that one right, I don't know if you can get my finger right there. That one right there with the 2 white legs. That one's Piggy Smalls. Well, we've got two that have laid down and that are eyeing me. Hi, Daisy. Getting a little bit braver, moving around with me over here. And you gotta realize, y'all will probably be getting, have had a video in between when we brought them home and today's video. But we just brought them home yesterday as I'm shooting this right now. And it was a pretty traumatic day for them. Event getting over here. I mean, getting picked up and, you know, herded, loaded into a truck and brought here and unloaded into an unfamiliar territory. The excitement of having the one escape. And so the reason that I'm sitting over here, I'm talking a little quieter, is just I don't want to get too in their space. That's like when I was walking over to put the feed in the house, I was doing so very slowly, letting them kind of make their way away as I was getting closer. Because I want them to feel comfortable in their space. And I want them to come to me on their own time. As much as I want to love on these cute little rascals right now, you know, everything takes time. And that's why me just sitting down here, letting them see me, just being calm, being comfortable. They're getting used to my presence. And then they can come to me on their own time. Oh my goodness, they're too cute. I wish they'd get in the house with the straw and curl up on it, but it'll happen. And in the in the meantime, they'll cuddle up on each other. It's going to be so much fun seeing each of their personalities come out. Get off me. And I don't really remember if we mentioned it with the water trough. We got the new water trough with the de-icer, but we put all those fence posts around it just to kind of keep it in place there. So if they do start rooting around it, at least the water bucket stays in place. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. And you know, too, she's starting to get a little curious. You know, they woke up and in a new space yet, and then they see me the first thing that they wake up. I'm starting to and honestly, I'm not complaining about being down here and just hanging out, because pigs are really cool, y'all. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. I'm still going to hang out down here with him for another 10 or 15 minutes. And then I'll make my way up to the house and come back down a little bit later. Hopefully in a couple days I can show some more progress, and hopefully at least some of them will be coming up to me by then. And hopefully we'll have some progress with the house as well. But thank you for tagging along. And like I said, look forward to a lot more videos with the pigs because I love them. I love hanging out with them. I'll be down here a lot. And it'll be fun to watch them grow and develop their personalities. But like we like to say here on Mama Bear's Homestead and more, keep on keeping on, friends, because we love every one of you. Well, y'all, I did my my outro, and then I came over here to work on their water, and lo and behold, they followed the feed and treat path, and they're all in the house. I'm one happy Mama Bear. So, let's do this outro again. Keep on keeping on, friends. We love every one of you.